it like
No, but the whole
maybe
setup.
like 4 years ago, and I wasn't using it, and my old iPhone broke, and I was like, well, I need another backup camera.
Right.
I was like, oh, I'll use the 3D camera, and I can maybe, if I kind of mess up with my regular phone,
Right.
I have some other footage I can go to and say, okay, I still got that shot.
Oh man, but I'm very impressed with the you are with, as I say, using the whole pig.
Yeah.
That's cool. Good for you. Smart business
Well,
tactic.
it's trial and error. The first person I recorded, they want me to turn the lights on down,
Mm-hmm.
and I did, and then I realized that even if the lights are like on like 70%,
Mm-hmm.
you can't really see anything, and it looks bad.
Yeah, grainy
Yeah.
footage. Yeah, that's ideal, but you can always post edit a little sepia in it.
Yeah, and then the last person I worked on, I'm gonna have to buy some like face masks, these like eye pillow kind of things, because he wanted me to turn the lights down, and I was like, oh yeah, I can't do that, so I put a towel over his face. But I don't like that because then it just kind of makes it like he's trying to hide his
You
identity.
could do a CGI thing over his face, right?
Yeah. Well, and even it's not that. It's like I don't record people who are trying to hide themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it just makes it look like he's trying to hide his identity.
Yeah.
But really, it's just that he didn't want to.
Insecure or something.
It's no, he didn't want the lights were like bothering his eye.
Oh, understood. Yeah.
And so like I just had the towel, but it makes it look like he's trying to hide who he is.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah.
So I'll have to buy some eye pillows, which I don't have because I don't do relaxing massages, so I don't use them.
Tea bags, maybe.
Um, we're probably going to get some. I move people's head a lot around when I do their neck, so I'll probably buy like a eye mask that you use to go to sleep, so it's more snug and secure.
Yeah.
And so that it's not constantly slipping, because that happened when I was working on him. Like the towel kept kind of moving around. At one point, it was covering his mouth, and it's because I was moving his head so much.
Yeah.
Like I move people's head a lot when I
understood. Yeah, I do too. Whenever I do the cranial.
Yeah.
It's funny. Some people are so finicky. Well, lights, yeah, they can be bothersome when you're getting a massage, trying to relax. But for something like this, it's just work with it.
Yeah. And I actually, a paying client of mine was, nice enough to let me record me working his back, because I got a massage gun from a company. They asked me to put some videos up for them.
Oh, sweet.
And I forgot to turn the lights up because it was his paid massage. And
right.
It only got like 600 views on YouTube, and like it's basically because it's just too dim.
Yeah. Well, so do you mind me asking your popularity on YouTube as far as like the videos go?
It depends. So like some people actually watch because they want to learn about massage
techniques. Yeah.
Most people are just thirsty.
Right.
So like,
well, hence I get it. Yeah.
Like, so my videos range from like 500 views to like 500,000 views.
Nice. Well, I'm crossing my fingers, but I'm not hopeful.
Yeah. And like, for example, I was massaging some guy and he got an erection. I just had him move it out the way, and people were like, I think someone went on some website that it was scorching, and I was like,
wait, what do you mean?
Like the video was scorching, and I was like it was like so hot, and I was
right.
Like, it was
trending, yeah.
No, not like oh, this video is so like amazing. And it's like it was in my way, like, cause like, I don't understand
Sorry,
how that's scorching.
That's too cute. That's funny as hell.
It was an inconvenience, and it wasn't like
to you, yeah. I mean, but that's also a biological response to massage.
Yeah. But I mean, it was just they're reactive, but that's people. Some people watch like for that, and it's
exactly,
like oh, that's so sexy, and it's like it was like I was literally saying like basically like, can you get this out of my way?
Yeah, but that's comical too, though. You have to understand.
Like I just had him hold it to the side.
Which, I mean, if I was watching that as a stranger, I probably would have thought it was hot too, though.
Yeah. Like,
because that's like in public decency, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like,
well, it's underneath the sheet.
Yeah.
Like I just had him like grab it underneath the sheet, just pull it to the side.
I just gotta ask. Man, especially if it's gonna bring in extra money too.
Well, it's weird to me. I don't understand.
What?
I mean, porn exists. I don't understand why some people watch my videos and get
You know
excited.
why? Because it's outside the norm, and they're so bored with porn that like something like this is like you don't expect it. You just I don't know. I would it's just that kind of like I think we're also desensitized to everything that.
I think that I know they're going to get angry about the last person I recorded because he had like a sticker
Another
of a video.
Oh, they're gonna be mad you didn't let it stay.
Yeah, I worked on someone who just had a very big bulge,
Oop.
and and so I put a basketball sticker over it, and somebody was complaining for like 4 days straight.
An eggplant.
Yeah, they were like for 4 days they were like upset about the sticker that I was covering.
Did you remove it?
No, like the video. It was an educational video. It was like demonstrating a technique.
You know what you also could do though? This is a twofer. You could do the educational videos and put the stickers, and then go on Pornhub and make extra money that way.
I don't think you could. So Texas has because at one point I was like, I would just like reach out to some OnlyFans people. I'm like, it won't be like a sexual video, but maybe some of your clients would like to see you get a massage, right? And so like I can give you the massage, and then I can use the footage, for my business, and you can just use it as content.
Content, yeah.
And it was hard to find someone who would work with me. I found like a lot of like Instagram influencers and OnlyFans models are very
finicky and picky.
Lazy, actually.
That too.
They're just very lazy and hard to like. They're the kind of people who will complain about like, oh, I can't find someone to work with, and then like, oh, I just don't feel like going to.
Also turning down opportunities that arise that are actually pretty lucrative, yeah.
Yeah, and like one guy, he just wanted me to massage his butt with a hot stone. He was going to put it on OnlyFans, but then he was like, oh, I would have to come to you, like you're 4 miles away. I don't feel like doing that.
I was fucking. Sorry, pardon my language, but I was 20 miles away.
Yeah, so I just like was like, okay, it's hard to deal with these people. But then I looked into the laws, and Texas has a law where it's illegal for a massage therapist to work for a sexually oriented business. So I'm not sure if I like put it on Pornhub or
that would be a gray area. But
with Texas, like, well, that's a sexually oriented business.
I mean, but like you have all sorts of massage videos and porn, right? So
but those people are not massage therapists.
I mean, some can be.
I mean, some
but
are, but a lot of them are not.
They're not probably at their business doing. I don't know.
Like I see a lot of people like, oh, they put that they're certified massage therapists. I'm like, that's not. There's no certified massage therapist in Texas.
LMT.
Yeah. So if you don't say you're licensed, I'm like, you're not legally supposed to be giving massages when you.
Well, technically, when I was in Denver and I got my license, it was a certification. Well, certifiable license.
Yeah.
So.
But then you can't go to another state.
No, it doesn't travel. Yeah. Unless you own, like you do, like your whole building.
Yeah.
It's really not as lucrative as you want it to be.
Yeah. No, I just rent this suite.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, good as not. I own this. I
was gonna say, are you JC?
It's too many hairdressers. If I own this place, I would like not allow the hairdressers to rent here. They're very
loud, yeah. And that's an open ceiling. You get all the gossip though.
I guess, yeah. I mean, some of my clients can actually hear what the people are saying next door at the barbershop. The hairdressers aren't actually that close to me, but they're loud enough. I mean, I guess I've heard, some gossip, and some woman was very upset about why her boyfriend was doing something to her.
Can you give me a sec first? Just lighten up just a second.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem. I do very.
It's fine. I need it. Go ahead.
No, I understand. Like, this is my medium.
No, I get it. Yeah, and I'm the same way when I do deep, but I was like, working a lot.
I never take it. I never take it personally. I've made plenty of people cry in here.
No, I understand. That's what it's meant to do. It's cathartic release.
I've made a few people scream. One person threatened me.
I just hate the fact that I tense up.
Yeah.
And so like I try and release, but that's that automatic trigger from your skeletal muscular system. Like just like.
So yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, if it's too much, you can always like I said, that never offends me because the barber next door, he says he knows when I'm in here.
Working.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's always been a really tight spot because I did mention, so I did actually fall out of a tree when I was 8. And I hit my back. I was actually temporarily paralyzed, so it's actually caused like irreparable damage in my. I'm gonna probably have to get it like fixed when I'm older. Like that like right out the side, that you know what I mean, like peeping on the.
I guess so. I don't know. That's just like creepy to me, like that. Just the idea that you were like just like to me, it feels like it would be less creepy if you were just standing next to the table watching someone get a massage, than if you were just standing in the doorway.
Yeah, but you gotta imagine like the creep factor is what gets some people going.
I guess I just don't understand. Like I really don't understand.
You seem just like not like you're just very cut and dry. Like when it comes to like some things. Very analytical.
Well, it's like what my I will send one of my friends, like multiple, one of my friends in particular, I like send her like comments I get on YouTube, and she would just say they do realize that porn exists, right? Like they could just go look at porn because they'll get upset that they don't see something.
Yeah, because it's YouTube, right? Yeah. Although I've seen some things on YouTube where you're just like, wow.
And there's one channel that I've watched that is very clear that they're aiming for that audience.
That style, yeah.
They're this Australian company. They do like sports massage, but they're very bro-y the way they talk. They always have the sheet just below the hip, so you're kind of seeing the glutes a little bit.
Right.
And it's very clear like what they're trying to do.
And it's those surfers that have like the nice high glutes.
So like it's like this, they actually do a lot of educational stuff, but it's very clear like they're like serving that market.
I feel like you gotta find that niche and you work with it.
But and I've had people complain about my videos, but I say I've said it to so many people. This is for Instagram first and foremost.
Right. Yeah.
Like YouTube, honestly, it is.
Yeah.
Like here's the stuff I didn't put on YouTube because for some reason some of y'all just like to watch.
Or Instagram,
Yeah, well, on YouTube, they just like to watch longer videos.
Yeah.
I originally just put the same videos from Instagram, but people on YouTube don't want to see a 30-second video.
Right, yeah.
Whereas people on Instagram don't have the patience for a 1-minute video.
True story.
But it's like really, I shoot all of this so that if I post on Instagram and someone's back hurts, they'll go on Instagram and say, oh yeah, that's right, I should get a massage and I'll book a massage, which I've had happen multiple times.
That's great. Great advertisement and great use of the extra.
Yeah.
B-roll. In film, that's called the B-roll.
Yeah. And I do some stuff for the people on YouTube. I realized that the freezer and and that's another reason that video from my customer probably. No, I turned it off. That's right, I turned off the freezer, but the freezer makes a lot of noise actually. Yeah, and it doesn't. I don't hear it when I'm working. The clients don't notice it, but then when you play the video, you're like, what is that loud sound?
Yeah, it picks up lower vibrational noises.
And then also the same thing with the air purifier and the dehumidifier, which you kind of need in Houston.
And do you do overlay music?
They do not like that.
Really?
No. I do put it on the 3D camera, but that's only because I don't know if I broke the camera or it's just always been trash. Which makes sense because it's only $400, and like new 3D cameras are like
your respective
$1,300.
idea of what is cheap and what is not is understandably just different from mine.
Well, there's a new 3D camera that's not that different. That's $1,300.
No, I get that they get expensive. Is it like that one where you stand on the platform and it circles you?
Oh no! So it's literally just a camera with 2 lenses. And it's basically, it acts like your eyes. So when I put it in my computer and I have to process it, basically when you're looking at a headset, it sends one video feed to one side and one video feed to the other side.
Yeah.
So you have depth perception. So.
Yeah, unlike what would they do? Just double up on the. They would just mirror image it, right, for VR.
Yeah, so it's literally like it's the part of the thing is two 4K cameras, so it takes up a lot of like video.
Oh yeah.
And so each eye gets like a 4K image.
Right.
And so they're just slightly apart, like your eyes, so you can like see depth.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, but it's just because like the videos are just so high that like a lot of people's like internet can't handle like streaming it.
So it almost self-limits itself.
Yeah, it's like you can just download this. We know that we don't want you like streaming this 20 times.
Right. When you do that, you break the internet.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a while, but like if you actually, even now with how limited it is, you put it on the headset and it's like, it's a little disturbing.
You know that thing that looks like a starship that they use in those types of scenarios?
Yeah.
Where it's like a flesh jacket, and it's like on that like automated bot thing, and it goes like to the video. See, that is like how they're creating a bodysuit.
Yeah.
And it actually has like, I saw the newest element is the treadmill.
Yes.
And you're like attached to this body. It's almost like in.
Oh yeah, I want one, but I live on the second floor. I mean, because they're expensive. I would buy one. I think this one is like only $1,800. And I'm like, I would spend the money on that. I really want one.
That's not terribly expensive.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like the smallest, cheapest one.
Yeah.
Like they're like really expensive, but they're coming out some like quote unquote consumer, because even like $1,800 is kind of like, it's kind of consumer, but like not mass consumer.
Yeah.
Like I really want it. Like I've been looking at those, but I live on the second floor and I would probably be evicted.
Oh, stomping. Okay. Yeah. You don't have like concrete floors.
Even it's just on the second floor. You don't want a treadmill on the second floor. It's way just it's just way too much.
Yeah.
If I was on the first floor, because Instagram keeps sending me ads about that, I would buy one. Like I really want one.
Yeah. I mean, you could possibly get them to send it as part of like a promotional deal.
Oh, they wouldn't do that. Not that. Like,
no.
The stuff I get for free is like not very expensive. Like that is like extremely. Like $1,800 is like the cheapest one you can get.
But I highly doubt they have someone making like educational massage VR stuff, except for like private companies. So if you were to do it as far as like advertising,
it's because like actually it's partly because no one's making any VR stuff because it did not do well.
No, I know, but you know.
So literally right now, like I had to go to a separate website to download the Google software so that I could put it on YouTube because Google literally no longer distributes that software.
Well, they don't support it. Yeah.
They support it on YouTube, but they don't distribute the problem because like 3D video just failed. It failed. It didn't. You know, there are not that many Oculus. It'll do well in the future.
Well, what about Apple's new?
I mean, that thing's like over $3,000. So.
I know, but it hasn't failed then, right?
I mean, it'll probably
failed in the smaller markets.
Yeah, but it's like it's still like $3,000. I think it'll do well, but
that's generally. And no, someone said it's amazing, like really good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard that the technology is like really crazy. Which like I've heard like the lenses, like the screens alone are more expensive like than like the Oculus Quest itself.
Yeah.
Like the screens are hundreds of dollars.
Right. I know that the glass set, I think it's what like $4,000 or something like that. It's $2,000.
It's like $3,500. Okay. But it's like but it's also like I think like it's straight up a computer, so it's basically like this amazing screen and straight up a Mac on your face. Like it has like the same.
Can you imagine? That thing is so heavy.
Yeah, it has like the same. Yeah, well, I've seen some reviews and people say like it is extremely heavy, partly because it's Apple, so it has to be beautiful.
Yeah.
So they actually made it with metal and glass instead of plastic like everyone else.
But the plastic is so cheap too, so it's like a combination.
Well, it's cheap and it's light.
Yeah.
Because I have the first Oculus Quest and it's heavy.
Yeah, understood.
Like it's heavy on your face. You're not gonna walk around.
And that's one thing you don't want to be. You don't want heavy on your face.
Okay, this thing is really heavy.
It's like when I got like a pair of glasses from like the 90s where I was in those Oakley stunner shades that were huge.
Yeah.
And they were all metal, and you were just like, every time you'd like turn your head, they'd fly off your face.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's a great technology, but it's like, it's not ready.
Yeah.
And not, especially not as something you can buy like for like $400. It's not going to be amazing.
Yeah.
But I still, find it interesting.
Right.
And if they make a new camera that's 8K, I'll like upgrade.
Yeah.
But the camera I do now is like, it does 5.6K.
Can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Can you get me a lift pillow for my hips?
Yes.
Because my